Easy come, easy go.
Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. In this video we are going to discover the planet Earth but also the Moon through different world records. Let's go. First, let's discover the world records concerning the Earth. First record, the longest day on Earth. The tidal forces of the Earth's oceans, due to the attraction of the Moon, gradually transfer the momentum of the Earth's rotation to the lunar orbit. The rotation of the Earth therefore slows down by about 0.0018 seconds per century, and each day is a little longer than the previous one. The longest day on Earth is therefore still today. Second record, the first supercontinent. Due to continental drift, continents sometimes form a larger one. The first supercontinent formed around 3.1 billion years ago. Geologists call it Valbara. The newest supercontinent, Pangaea, formed around 300 million years ago, in the Upper Permian, when continental crust came together in the southern hemisphere. It began to break up 175 million years ago. Third record, the longest ice age. 2.29 to 2.25 billion years ago, the Earth went through the hardest ice age, the Huronian glaciation. Most of it was probably covered in ice, perhaps 1 kilometer thick. Fourth record, most liquid water in the solar system. The total volume of liquid water on Earth, on its surface or in its atmosphere, is estimated at 1,361,620,510 cubic kilometers. It is 99.2% salt water contained in oceans, seas, salt lakes and aquifers. Fresh water represents only 0.8% of liquid water on Earth because it is mostly frozen in permafrost, glaciers and ice caps. The largest freshwater reserve is the Antarctic ice sheet, which contains about 24 million cubic kilometer, or about 68% of the world's total. Fifth record, most solar eclipses observed in the shadow of the Moon. Glenn Schneider and John Beatty, both Americans, observed 35 solar eclipses each in the darkest part of the shadow cast by the Moon as it passes in front of the Sun. Their last trip to the shadow of the Moon on Earth took place on July 2, 2019 aboard a special flight to Easter Island. Sixth record, largest rocky planet. The Earth has a diameter of approximately 12,742 kilometers. With its 1,500 potentially active volcanoes, it is also the most geologically active in a planet. It orbits the Sun at an average distance of about 150 million kilometers. It takes 8 minutes for sunlight to cover this distance. Seventh record, largest impact crater on Earth. About 200 impact craters are known on Earth. The largest is the Vredefort crater near Johannesburg in South Africa. Its diameter, estimated between 250 and 300 kilometers, is equivalent to the distance London-Manchester or New York-Baltimore. This huge weathered structure was formed about 2 billion years ago, when an asteroid or comet hit Earth. Eighth record, the longest-lasting space station. The first habitable configuration of the International Space Station, ISS, was completed on October 19, 2000. Its development and resupply mean that on January 1, 2023, 22 years, 2 months and 42 days have passed since the last time all human beings have been on Earth at the same time. It is also the longest uninterrupted human presence in space. Ninth record, the first image of the entire disk of the Earth, taken by a human. NASA's Apollo 17 mission made up of astronauts Harrison Schmitt, left, Gene Cernan, seated, and Ronald Evans, right, is the last human flight to the Moon. During the ride, the solar system was arranged in such a way that people beyond Earth's orbit could see the entire planet for the first time with the Sun at their back. On December 7, 1972, about 45,000 kilometers away, the crew took an iconic photo of Earth, nicknamed the Blue Marble. Let us now move on to the discovery of the world records concerning the Moon. 10th record, the largest crater in the Solar System. The Aitken crater is a gigantic impact crater located in the southern hemisphere on the far side of the Moon, near the South Pole. It measures approximately 2,500 kilometers in diameter. Its maximum depth of 13 kilometers also makes it the deepest impact crater. This major relief of our satellite has existed for 3.9 billion years, but we only discovered it in 1959, when the Soviet probe Luna 3 took the first photos of the far side of the Moon. 11th record, largest moon relative to its planet. The Moon has a diameter of 3,474 kilometers, or 27% of the Earth's. It is about 4.51 billion years old, and is the largest of the 3 moons in the inner solar system. It is the only other world to have been visited by humans. Only 12 men have walked on its surface. The last man on the Moon, Gene Cernan, an American commander of the Apollo 17 mission, left on December 14, 1972. 12th record, the first sculpture on the Moon. Fallen Astronaut is an 8.5 centimeters long aluminium astronaut figurine created by Paul van Hooijdonk, a Belgian artist. It was dropped off at the Hadley Apennine landing site by Apollo 15 crew members David Scott and James Irwin at 12:18 p.m. GMT on August 2, 1971. Nearby, a plaque honors the 14 Americans and Soviets astronauts who died on missions. And there you have it, you have been able to discover 12 records concerning the Earth and the Moon. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. Don't forget to put a thumbs up, subscribe and activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Goodbye.
Keep the lights on.